This may have woken you up overnight. A new earthquake. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. This one 5.8 in magnitude, not any signs of damage. The depth 47 kilometers down, or 29 miles down. There are no issues with a tsunami or anything like this. This happened just after midnight, but a significant quake in the way that a lot of us felt it in the Dominican Republic, parts of Puerto Rico, even felt in Haiti and parts of the British and U.S. Virgin Islands. So keep an eye on this spot. This was just to the north of the Mona Passage, just north of Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic, again, just after midnight. So I'm keeping an eye on this. Now, this may look a little alarming because there's a lot of earthquakes on this map, but this is an earthquake cluster, which is typical. We get a lot of these, especially around Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. A lot of earthquakes, but occasionally we get some slightly bigger ones. So that's why I'm monitoring that. Sometimes these earthquake clusters, which are really a group of earthquakes over a week or two of time, sometimes you get some bigger ones. So monitoring that, but there's that 5.8. Here's Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti here, Turks and Caicos here, and there was a 4.0 just a couple days ago, so a little more significant. A lot of these are in the 2 to 3 range, not even really felt, but this 5.8 does have my attention. So know that I'm watching this to see if we do have any more significant quakes as we go throughout the day, and I'll be letting you know over the next couple of days that spot. And there was another quake a day ago back toward the Cayman Islands and Honduras. This one 5.4 in magnitude. For the most part, we didn't feel it. It wasn't too far down though, so you may have felt some rumbling yesterday at times over toward the Cayman Islands and Honduras. This is the same spot. Earlier in the month, there was that very significant 7.6 magnitude quake. So this has been kind of an active area. So also know that I'm watching it. Nothing crazy over the last couple of days, but there was that quake yesterday that I'm watching. And over the last couple of days, there's been a few earthquakes splitting the Cayman Islands and Honduras, kind of right in between. So watching that. All right, switching back to the atmosphere, a stronger system coming out of the Bahamas, lifting right up toward Bermuda. This is going to get stronger throughout the day. Tail end of it, you see it scraping by the Bahamas, coming out of Florida with some significant rain yesterday, back through Cuba, all on track. Cayman Islands and Jamaica, we'll see that chance of some scattered showers for today. So let me show you the system, and then I'll take you around to some different spots, and we'll track some of the rain totals. Plus, I want to show you the winds in this, but here's Bermuda today, coming out of the Bahamas. Really heavy rain in Bermuda as expected. As I've been talking about, I don't expect this to develop into a subtropical storm, but this is going to lift its way right up tonight into tomorrow morning, over toward the Atlantic region of Canada. By later tomorrow, even some snow sneaking into Newfoundland, heavier rain back toward the Avalon Peninsula, and then that will be sliding by. Now, here's the south side of that. You see the rain right here, central and southern Bahamas today, but with the tail end of this, back through Honduras, over toward the Cayman Islands and Jamaica, some scattered showers today, and then just kind of the hit or miss variety over toward Guadeloupe, Dominica, Antigua, Barbuda, St. Kitts and Nevis, some rain showers. But this area starts to work away, so by the time we get into tomorrow and Thursday, this really diminishes. Spotty shower, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, and then just the hit or miss variety as we work our way into Thursday. See a couple of showers with that easterly flow. St. Lucia, Barbados, a rain chance not high. We may pick up one or two, and not a lot of action. Trinidad over toward Grenada, St. Vincent the Grenadines. Many of us stay on the dry side. Now, watching the winds, here's kilometers an hour and miles per hour on your screen. And gusty winds as expected right through Bermuda today, especially as we get into later today. Some of the winds could be around 80 kilometers an hour, 50 miles per hour for the gust. And then this area strengthens further as it gains latitude, as it lifts up to the north. Look at the red shading in there, clipping the Avalon Peninsula later tomorrow. Some of the gusts could be as high as 110 kilometers an hour or 70 miles per hour. Really strong winds with this system as it kind of winds up and lifts up toward the Atlantic region of Canada, and then it will eventually move away. Keeping an eye on the west coast of the United States and parts of Canada as well for a lot of systems moving in. So I've got that on the back burner, watching that. But here's that big area of rain, this stronger system lifting up, and you see how it dips all the way down into the Caribbean. Now this going out in time here is as we work our way into tomorrow morning. There's some of the heavier rain over toward parts of the Atlantic region of Canada, but look how it still stretches by, just trying to clear Bermuda there all the way down through Puerto Rico. And then keeping an eye on these systems rolling in over toward the Pacific Northwest. They kind of march across the United States, a couple little systems here. This is by the time we get into Friday. That easterly flow will be with us across the Caribbean, but the rain chance not super high. Just watching these little systems, watching over toward Quebec, Ontario, Great Lakes region coming by, and then we'll watch out for some of these new fronts that we'll be working in, and some spots of rain and spots of snow that we'll be watching as we get into the upcoming weekend. But we'll monitor these new systems that will eventually be coming across later in the week and the upcoming weekend. Now here's the wide picture with the seas, very elevated near Bermuda today, and you see how the seas really just build tomorrow and then into Thursday. We're looking at upwards of 6 meters, so easily over 20 feet as we get into the northern sections of the Atlantic with this area that's going to be lifting up to the north. So some really elevated seas there. Now as far as the rain goes, an additional 2 inches of rain or 50 millimeters of rain in parts of the Bahamas. A lot of it was yesterday coming out of Florida, of course, but we could see a little bit extra rain northern and central Bahamas today with this area that will be moving by. But then we swing to the south. Here's Jamaica. Again, the blue shading is saying, hey, we're not going to get a ton of rain, but some scattered showers will be possible. Jamaica, Cayman Islands, not as much as we swing back toward Haiti, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. With this front sliding by tomorrow, the tail end of it, we may get brushed by a couple showers where we could get upwards of a quarter, maybe half of an inch of rain, maybe 10 millimeters of rain in spots. Dominica, as I mentioned, south, Martinique, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, not a lot in the way of rain. Same thing, Guyana and Suriname. Some isolated showers will be a possibility. And then watching out for some spotty showers. A little bit more trying to sneak into Colombia. Then we swing to the north. You see Mexico City north right through Texas. Mainly dry over the next couple of days. So about a 50% chance of some scattered showers for us in Jamaica. Again, rain totals, we're not looking at super high totals, but some scattered showers. Same thing, Cayman Islands today, a 50% chance. Then it drops off to a 30% chance tomorrow. But Trinidad and Tobago, we're mainly dry over the next couple of days. Rain chance Barbados stays on the low side, 20 to 30% chance. May get a shower or two in St. Lucia today, about a 40% chance, and a 30% chance by tomorrow. Grenada, like Trinidad, mainly on the dry side, just a 20% chance of a shower and a 20, maybe 30% chance, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Very isolated in Martinique, rain chance at 30%. The next couple of days in Dominica, rain chance holding at 30%. And we do that again as we lift up to the north by Guadeloupe. Rain chance today, Antigua, Barbuda, just 20%. By Thursday, about a 30% chance. Hit or miss, St. Kitts, Nevis, and Montserrat. Could see a few showers, passing variety. 20% chance Anguilla and St. Bart's, 30% chance isolated St. Martin, Saba, and Statia, 20 to 30% chance in Puerto Rico, so not very high. A little bit of a better chance tomorrow. Puerto Rico, U.S. and British Virgin Islands with that system up to the north, but the tail end of it scraping by. Of course, the Bahamas today, we're watching out for some of the rain. I've been highlighting that. 30 to even 40% chance in the Turks and Caicos. Couple showers possible, 40% chance today in the Dominican Republic. Same thing in Haiti, not many, but an isolated chance of a shower. Rain chance holding at about 20% in Belize, so it's down from a few days ago. Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire, rain chance stays on the small side. We're running at a 20% chance the next 2 days. And you see how in Guyana and Suriname, the rain chance isn't as high, about a 30% chance over the next 2 days. Still watching out for a couple showers possible in our eastern sections of Cuba today with that front. 30 to 40% chance. Costa Rica and Panama, 40% chance the next couple of days in Nicaragua. And the rain chances I showed you a little bit higher at times in Honduras. Not a washout, but a few scattered showers, around 40% chance Guatemala and El Salvador. And we're mainly dry the next couple of days across Mexico City. Yucatan Peninsula, 20 to 30% chance. Very low. Merida, over toward Campeche. 30 to 40% chance though in northern Colombia. It is higher and even higher as you work your way south in Colombia. Northern Venezuela, rain chance stays low. And of course, Bermuda today, the gusty winds. We're going to be dealing with some of the heavier rain at times. Keep me posted in the comments. So there's that big area of rain on the move, leaving the Bahamas, trying to work its way up toward Bermuda. Not seeing any signs of subtropical formation, but the winds are getting stronger with it. And we'll watch those new fronts off to the west. And of course, monitoring that earthquake activity. So I hope you have a good day ahead. Thank you for taking the time to subscribe and being part of this weather community.